mean, Warped Tour is, I think, kind of had this kind of rebirth with this new kids coming to Warped Tour. They're very engaged. They're very into the whole show. I mean, I think you guys see it, how early in the morning you have to have your tent up in the morning. They are ready to go, and they don't leave until the end of the show. It makes you kind of proud, very proud. Especially when I come visit you guys with Feed the Children, and that pile of cans out there. And sometimes when I'm picking them up all over the venues, because there's so many kids at the venue and they're kind of coming in, bringing it over there. It's really cool that program, just 2 years, has grown to what it is.
And the whole theme of this year too is evolution, right? Yeah. How have you, now that we're at the end of the tour, looking back on what's gone on this summer, what kind of evolution have you seen this summer?
Well, I just think, the passion, the integration, just the kids out here. It's evolved into a real music festival again, where kids are really coming to embrace the whole day and the whole atmosphere. They, of course, have their favorite bands. We know who those bands are. But, it's also that they're out watching all the other bands out there. And the bands are watching each other. And the bands are interacting in a great way this year.
How have the bands been able to help out the nonprofits that you have on the tour this year?
Well, I think some of the bands do signings, which has been very beneficial. That's a big part of it. Some of them have done PSAs. Some of them Twitter about it, some tweets out about it. I think anything that's helping with that awareness, and some of them get involved with the cleanups backstage, running around doing the evening cleanups.
It's definitely a community effort between everyone.
Absolutely. I think, someone told me the other day, it feels like a warped movement again. Like maybe it was in 95, 96 when I started this, but it feels like a movement again. And it kind of made me feel good. I don't know if it is, but for even one person saying it was, it kind of felt pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. And how have you been able, over the past couple of years, you bring out a lot of nonprofits and get them in front of like a really young audience, because that's who comes out to the Warped Tour. How have you been able to educate kids, and how important is that to you to have that section out there in the parking lot every day?
Well, I think it's great, because we have so many nonprofits and so many things involved without becoming preachy. And we're not preaching to these kids. Ultimately, these kids, they're coming to have a good time. And I always believe that if you're having fun, your mind opens up to learn. And they're having fun out here, and they may walk by and hey, I can learn something here too. And if we just touched 5–10% of these kids back in their own communities after Warped Tour, then we've really accomplished something out here.
What can those kids do when they come out here to sort of help with your initiatives?
Oh gosh, with the ECO program, the Music Saves Lives program, we're organizing blood drives, collecting cell phones, and bringing them by the Feed the Children tent, that really helps. And spreading the word about the canned food drive. And maybe doing some canned food drives or these type of things within your community. You can find out more information at the Warped Tour nonprofit page at www.warpedtour.com. Click on the nonprofit, and you can organize some of the things in your own town, like that river cleanup we did in Baltimore. I think a lot of you, could organize stream cleanups and things, because you know what? It's easy to get back sometimes, and when the economy's not good and money's tight, you can always do something good. It could be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, definitely. With the Eco Initiative, I mean, Warped Tour comes into a parking lot every day, and there's a lot of trash, and kids are throwing stuff everywhere, even like vendors with the duct tape and zip ties broken everywhere. So how has Warped Tour changed from the beginning?
Well, we changed it still, and we're going to change again. I've already come up with a plan that we're going to limit the number of banners or posters people can put up for each individual band. I haven't come up with the right number, but I'm going to tell bands you can't put more than 10 or 12 or 15. Trying to come up with a number. Advertising your set time. You'll get a lot smarter where you put them. Maybe. That'll eliminate a ton of trash. We do the recycling of the plastic, the batteries, all the things we can do, but I think we can do much more, and I need to make the next move.
Okay, gotcha. So you think like less material, more digital maybe in terms of promoting? Because bands are going to probably try to fill in that
digital,
gap.
they should be, because digital is non-polluting as much, fairly non-polluting.
When you guys come to a new venue, because the venues do change here and there, how do you work with the venue and explain to them what's going to go on every day, since this is so unique?
We try to get them to come out and see a show ahead of time.
Okay.
So at least they can come see a show, so they send a few people out. Even when they book it, they don't get it, but then most of the venues will send someone out to check it out.
So they have a visual. Has it happened where they haven't been able to see it, and then you still came in
and
were
it
able to do
happens.
it?
Yeah, tomorrow should be one of those maybe in Portland. Tomorrow's going to be tricky.
Definitely. In terms of bands, there's so many bands on here. When you're choosing them, what do you look for when you're choosing bands?
I look for a sound that'll fit. 2, I look for a live performance that they can actually pull it off live. And then, I program it that way and make sure that it's diverse enough. So this year's lineup is extremely diverse music.
How are you looking, like this year you have the Marley stage. Are you still looking to maybe expand into different genres like country, or do you just have
a little influence? We have some influences, but I got to be careful not to stray too far, because sometimes bands can go out there and play their hearts out, but just don't connect.
Got it. And what's it been like now seeing bands like Paramore or Katy Perry, people who have been on this tour in the past, blow up really big?
What makes me feel good about like Paramore, Katy Perry, people like that, is they're giving back to the community. Katy Perry's become very active with Music Cares, which is kind of cool. Maybe she learned some of that out here. Paramore the same way. She does a lot of stuff with the children. That maybe these artists are going to become the new leaders to do some things they've learned out of work.
And lastly, what are you looking forward to? Since this is almost over.
I'm looking forward to going home. I'm looking forward to going to my garden, make some vegetables, some food, barbecue with some friends, and go to Hawaii.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.